What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back once again, and we are going to be talking about another great Spider-Man game that I personally believe does deserve a remaster. And without further ado, we are going to be finally talking about Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Now, if you guys do not remember this game came out in 2008, and it does have where this is probably literally my favorite game, aside from the regular PS1 version of Spider-Man, because this game takes place where you go up against Venom again, but somehow or other, the symbiote goes right back to Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, and it sort of like develops where you have more control. But within the entirety of the story, Venom pretty much goes out of his mind, and everyone starts getting infected with the symbiotes, and it starts evolving into like a virus, and everyone starts getting onto the symbiote, and where you have to make decisions on whether you are going to stay the Spider-Man everyone knows, or are you going to be turning into something no one, basically the symbiote Spider-Man, pretty much. And this game, again, was absolutely one of my favorites. You could really choose what side you wanted to be. You didn't know if you could be regular, you could be uh, like you could be the bad Spider-Man, you could be the good Spider-Man, depending on whatever choices you make. You could change into the regular suit, you could change into the symbiote suit whenever you wanted. I mean, it didn't matter. Now, there were certain missions where you were required to wear either or suit. Now, different characters were in here, such as Luke Cage, Black Cat, as well as Vulture, Kingpin, Wolverine. There was a lot of different characters in this game, and pretty much you have two different, of course, you choose different love interests. You got Mary Jane, or you have Black Cat. Now, in the good end, you have two different endings. You have one ending where everyone comes back to being normal. You defeat Venom. You're with Mary Jane again, and pretty much you just go about your regular how you would be. But then you have another ending where you become sort of like the king of the symbiotes, along with Black Cat, because you save Black Cat at one point, where either you can give her the symbiote and spawn it onto her, where she can survive after she's badly hurt, or you could just give her onto the shield agents that will be able to help her out. So there are a lot of different options of what you can do within this story, but the story itself is just absolutely phenomenal. I love it. It's a badass game, a lot of fun. You can get it on PS3, Xbox 360. You can get it on, I believe, Nintendo DS, as well as Wii, and of course PC as well. Now, I played it on 360, and I played this game a lot. Now, some of the missions were kind of stupid. It really goes on to later on in the story, I guess, depending on whatever missions you have. It really depends on what choices you make, as well as also who may help you during this symbiote apocalypse. And it's really cool because, once again, they really don't do this. This is the main game where you were sitting there and going, okay, what can I do to make sure that this apocalypse does not happen? Because, once again, you go up against a lot of different enemies, and you're able to go through the entirety of, okay, what's going to be the best thing for me, what's going to be the worst thing. The action is pretty good. You can still swing, do different missions, fight different enemies, fight against symbiotes. There's all kinds of different symbiotes. You have the regular symbiotes, and you have flying symbiotes. You have toxic symbiotes, and of course you go up against Venom, I think, about 3 times in the game. Of course, you go up against Black Cat, you go up against Vulture, you go up against Wolverine a couple times. So the entirety, there are different enemies in this game, but the main, of course, antagonist is Venom. So this game, again, you have like your weaker symbiotes, you have the stronger symbiotes. So you do get to upgrade either or Spider-Man, either the regular Spider-Man or the Black Suit Spider-Man. Now, obviously, I went with the Black Suit Spider-Man most of the time because that was my favorite version of Spider-Man. Again, you can get different costumes, just depends on what you're able to unlock. But this game was a lot of fun memories, and I'd love to see this on PS4 or PS5 at some point, due to of how a great game it was. Now, again, it all depends if we are going to ever get a remastered version. I don't think we will, but I would love to see this on the PlayStation Store. That way we can just revisit great times, as well as also be able to have fun web swinging in this story and be able to continue the legacy of Spider-Man, which I think this game did help. I think the PS4 version of Spider-Man in a way, and the reason why I say that is the open world of web swinging, as well as be able to choose what mission you want and be able, because you got your side missions you can do to gain points, or your main missions. So this pretty much was the same thing it was able to do. So it is pretty open world. If you guys have not played it, go check it out. If you guys did play it, let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below. What did you think about it? Was it a great game? Was it okay? Was it great? Was it bad? Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below. Leave a big fat like on the video. It helps me out, helps you guys out, get this more out to Spider-Man fans, such as yourselves, as well as others. If you guys are new channels, consider about subscribing. Let me know once again about what you thought about this game. Would you like to see it return as a remaster? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And I'll be seeing you guys on the very next video. See you later.